In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to do a one product branded store. Now, I don't mean putting your logo on the product. I just mean as in getting your consumer to perceive you as the originator and the first person or the first brand to start selling that product, and then everybody else started copying you. Now, I will eventually down the road start teaching you how to actually put your logo on the products. But for now, I'm just going to teach you how to get people to perceive you as the originator and how to get your customers to think that you were the first person to start selling this product. Now, there's loads of benefits to this method. Of course, there is higher conversion rates, but I'm going to get into all of those things once I dive into my computer. I just want to talk about what I'll be covering today and the expectations you should have when watching this video, because I want to make it very clear, because I don't do any clickbait on this channel. I just give you what I tell you that I'm going to give you. Now, I just want to say, guys, if you haven't already, you need to go watch the first video I made about one product stores. I'll leave it here. You'll see the picture. You'll also see the card pop out. Please go watch that first. Now, the reasons why you're going to want to either watch that first or go and watch that after this video is because the main principles stay the same with this method anyway. So in that video, I'll go over 70% of the main principles that you're going to need, like what apps you need to use, what website pages you're going to need. All of that remains the same. So this is just basically transitioning from just a standard one product store into a branded one product store and how you can get those people to perceive you as it. So like I said, 30% of the stuff is going to change in this video. So that's why I'm saying you need to go watch that one either before or after, so you get the whole picture first basically. And you can't get that whole picture unless you watch that video either first or last. I know I keep saying it, but like I said, I don't want you to make any mistakes, and I want you guys to do this effectively so you can get the best results. I just want to also say a massive thank you to everybody that's supporting the channel. We literally just hit 3K. So happy, really proud of the whole community. We're doing really well. I'll also be doing a giveaway for that 3K subs. So the giveaway will be a one-on-one consultation call with me for an hour, and also a theme giveaway. So how you enter that is just commenting the ECOM King takeover. That's all you got to comment to get entered into that giveaway. Now let's get straight into the content. So let's get straight into the video. Now let's talk about the pros and the cons first, just because I want you guys to understand the expectations, understand what you're getting yourself into before you go ahead and do it. So let's talk about the pros. So the first pro is you're going to have a higher conversion rate or higher conversion rates. Now the reason why is because if somebody perceives you as the originator, then they're not going to bother to look around somewhere else for the product. They know that you're the one who made it, you're the one who's legit, so they're going to buy it from you and not care about anything else. Now if somebody thinks that they can get it from somebody else because you're not the originator, then they're going to think, I might be able to find it cheaper somewhere else. They'll go ahead and do that. So if they perceive you as the originator, they're going to trust you more, and they're not going to want to look anywhere else. So that's the number one point of the first pro. The second pro is longer customer lifetime value. Now we call this CLV in e-commerce, stands for customer lifetime value. Now what this basically means is the customer will have a longer lifetime value with you, so they'll spend more money with you over and over and over again. Now this normally works with a product that you have to buy more than once. So let's say, for example, you're selling wipes. As soon as your pack of wipes are done, they're going to have to buy more somehow, so they're going to go back to the same place and buy them. Now, if you're selling a product where you'll have to keep buying it again and again, then if the customer sees you as the originator, they're going to think, okay, let's just go back to that person, go back to that person, go back to that person, especially if they have a good experience. If your branding's on point and they have a good customer service, which we'll get into in a minute, then they're going to want to keep coming back to you, coming back to you, which means your CLV is great. Now, customer lifetime value, and I bet a lot of people that are watching this didn't know that customer lifetime value is the reason why most businesses go bankrupt. It's the most reason why most businesses fail, is because they can't keep one customer for long enough. The customer will just either go away and go somewhere else. Now, your customers is everything for your business. The key is to keep them with you and don't let them go anywhere else. Now that's what branding does. It makes somebody stick with you because of psychology. Now if you look at Apple, for example, people invest a lot of money into the Apple ecosystem. Now that's because of branding. They're stuck to that one brand. They love that one brand. And there's other examples I could give you, but Apple's probably one of the best ones at keeping people with them because of the ecosystem. Now this is what I'm trying to say. Now the reason why Apple are such a good company and they're a $1 trillion company is because of their customer lifetime value. They keep buying from them again and again and again and again and again and again. Now if you use a one product branded store, you can achieve the same success if you have a product that people have to keep buying from you, keep buying from you. So that's why this is another massive pro. The next one is higher perceived value, so you can charge more for your product. So if somebody perceives you at a higher level, then they're more than happy to pay a little bit more or even a lot more. So you can actually up the price by an extra $5, even a $10 bump in price. So you can actually charge a lot more, which means you're going to get a lot more profit margin, which means you're going to make more money and you're going to be able to take home more money into your bank account. to keep. Now, longer winning product lifespan. Now, with every winning product, you have a lifespan. Now, normally it's between 4 and 12 months. It can sometimes be lower and it can sometimes be a little bit higher. But I found, in my personal opinion, it's always been around 4 to 12 months. Now, if you have a one product store that's branded, you can actually extend that to even 18 months. So you can even extend that an extra 6 months, which is amazing, guys. Really, 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 really good. So that's another great pro. Now, let's talk about the cons. Now, the first con is a higher investment. Now, you're probably thinking, why? Now, if you just do the one product store that I was talking about in my first video, it's where you call it a generic name. Now, remember, you're going to have to call your one product store after your brand. So, sorry, not after your brand, but after your product name. So if that product doesn't go well for some odd reason, then you're going to have to change your store again. You're going to have to change the name. You're going to have to change the domain name, which means you're going to have to pay for a new domain name and a new logo and the rest. So it means that you're going to have to keep spending money, which means it's a higher investment. Not by a lot, but it's still something to consider. The next one is it's a higher risk, which means, what I mean by higher risk is not in terms of what you can get into trouble. It just means that a lot of more time and more money is at stake, because if this product doesn't work out, it's not just changing the product over. Is what you have to do with a one product store now is you have to change the brand name, the domain name, the logo, the colors of the website. So it just means you're going to have to risk a lot more, which is time and money. So that's what I mean by higher risk, not in terms of you getting into trouble. And now more time consuming is the last one. These all fit into one, basically. Like I said, it just takes more time, because thinking of a new brand name, thinking of a new logo, thinking of a new domain name, it sometimes takes people a day to just think of that stuff. So like I said, it's just a little bit more time consuming. So those are the pros and the cons of branded one product stores. Now, me personally, I always do them. I always find that the rewards are always higher than the risk, and if that's the case, I'm going to go ahead and do it, just because I know I'm going to be able to make more money doing it that way. Now let's talk a little bit about the setup, and I'm also going to give you a live example of a one branded product store and how to set it up correctly. So the key to this method is to pick a winner before it goes viral, so you look like the original store. Now, let me explain what I mean by this. What I mean is, if you pick a winner before it's winning on Facebook, there's loads of people selling it, loads of other dropshippers selling it, loads of people have seen it from different Facebook pages. If you're the first person that people saw the product from, and you're the first person to do the first ad, and I'm going to get onto the other part of this in a minute in terms of why it's so important in terms of finding the winning product first and how you can make people think you're still the originator. I'm going to talk a little bit about how you can look like you're the originator throughout the whole process with the Facebook ads and whatnot. But at the end of the day, you've got a higher chance to be perceived as the originator if you're the one who picks the winning product first. So you're not going to go and copy somebody's product. This method can still work if you go out there and copy somebody else's product, but it's not as effective. If you pick the product first, number one, you've got a higher revenue share. Number two, people will always remember you as the first advertiser for that product, and I'll show you a little bit why this matters. I know it's probably hard to explain for you to understand at the moment, but it all makes sense when I go through the presentation. Now, I put use eSniper to find winners before they go viral. So let me go into eSniper and show you what I mean. So guys, you can see I'm in eSniper now. eSniper is the tool that I use to find winning products. It's a great tool. There's a 3-day free trial for $1. I recommend you go check it out. Now, this just makes life a lot more easier, more time efficient, and it just means you don't have to waste as much money. Now, how to find a product before it's a winner, it's never been easier than to use this tool. So what you do is you go to where it says here, order amount. Now you change the order amount to around about between 500 and maximum 5,000. So I like to start at 1,000. So let me show you. I'll change this to order amount. Now what this will do is it'll just show me products that have only had 1,000 orders. Now, I like to price as well, the price range. I like to keep the price range under $30. Now, write that down on a piece of paper if you've got something near you. Now, the reason why I like to keep my one product store products under $30 is because I have found that 70% of my winners come from products under $30. So that's what I like to do, keep the price under 30. You can go up to 50 in my opinion. It doesn't make a big difference, but 30 is my favorite. And I like to keep the order range between 1,000 and 5,000. Anything over that, then it could be seen by other advertisers. And then what I like to do is I just like to go through here and just look through the whole list and see something that I might think, you know what, solves a problem. It goes back to what I was mentioning before. If you haven't already learned about how to identify a winning product, I'll leave a card here on how to completely put a product through a checklist to find out if it's going to be a winner. But I'm hoping that majority of people that are watching this already know how to identify a winner. All you got to do is just literally go through the whole of this now because it's been filtered out, and you're just looking for a product, like I said, that solves a problem, has a wow factor either, or could just make a customer think, wow, that's a great product, let's go ahead and buy it. But that's literally how you do it with eSniper. I don't want to spend too long with this part because, like I said, it's super easy. You just change the price range to anything under 50, most preferred 30. Then you change the order amount between 1,000 and 5,000. Then anything that comes up is an unsaturated product. It's brand new and it probably hasn't ever been seen before on Facebook. So that's exactly how you do it with eSniper. Now let's get back into the presentation. So before I get into the presentation, I just want to show you the product that I'm using as the example in today's video, so this whole presentation makes sense and you don't get confused. So the product that we got here is the iPhone or the Android keyboard. So what it is you put your phone here and you've got a keyboard as well, and it comes in like a little nice leather case. This one looks a lot nicer, the black one, because it just goes better with the phone. But you get the point. It's a phone. You put your phone in that little casing area there, and then the keypad shows. It's just giving you a portable keyboard for your phone. That is the product today that I'll be using as the analogy. So now we're back into the presentation, and now everything else should make sense from now on because I've just shown you the product that I've used as the example. So name the store after the product. So this is very, very important. Now, please don't get this wrong, guys. It's very important. Don't name the product after the AliExpress brand. Don't do that. That's how you're going to get yourself into trouble. Please don't do that. Listen to what I'm saying. Name the store after the product. So whatever the product is, name it something similar. So for example, because I was selling that that iPhone keyboard, my brand name could be Case Connect. Does that make sense, guys? I hope that's making sense to you. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comment section below. But what I'm trying to say is don't name the product after the actual AliExpress manufacturer or over the brand. Name it by what the product is. So for example, I've called it Case Connect because it's a case that connects to your phone. I hope you guys understand that. So that's what I've called it, or I could have called it Keyboard Connect or something like that, Phone Keyboard Connect, something along those lines that tells the customer what the product is just from my brand logo. So that's what you do with a brand store name. Really, really important, guys, that you understand that you call it after the product and not the AliExpress manufacturer's name. Please don't get it mixed up. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to name the domain name after the brand name with a .com extension. So for example, I've got here Case Connect, so I'm going to call it caseconnect.com. Always use .com, it just looks more trustworthy. All the biggest brands in the world have .com extensions, so please just use it. Now, the next part is use Canva to make your logo, or Fiverr. So you can either use Canva to make it for completely free, or you can use Fiverr and get somebody on there to make it for you. But sometimes with Fiverr, you just get recycled work, which is why I don't like Fiverr. Upwork, in my opinion, is a lot better than Fiverr. It's a little bit more expensive, but you do get what you pay for with those extra $10 to $20. So I definitely recommend probably Upwork. So you know what, I'm going to add that to the presentation because this is going to be in the link in the description below so you guys can use this whole presentation. So probably Upwork is the best, so I'm going to add that here. Upwork is probably most preferred, so I'm going to probably highlight that for you or put it in brackets to tell you guys that's the most important one. Okay, next part is use the Elon Musk paid theme. Now, again, yes, it's a paid theme, but if you guys didn't already know, on the last video I made about the 50 winning products, I'm actually giving this away, this theme away for completely free. All that has to happen is that video I made last on the channel has to hit 300 likes. And if you want to get entered after the 300 likes, all you have to do is like the video and comment, and you'll be added to that theme giveaway. Now, like I said, the threshold is just to hit 300 likes, and then once we've hit 300 likes, the giveaway's been activated. So anybody that likes and comments after will be getting sent the theme. So guys, you don't even have to pay for the theme if you just go ahead and like that video. Now, like I said, if you just want to get straight to the theme and not mess around waiting for those likes, then go ahead and pay for it. I'll leave the link in the description below so you guys can get the theme. If you want to just go ahead and get it, I'll leave that, like I said, in the actual description. Now, the reason why I said you need to get a paid theme over, for example, either Brooklyn or Debut is because you've got to remember, guys, with Brooklyn and Debut, you're going to look like a traditional dropshipping store, your typical dropshipping store, and that's not what you want to be perceived as. If you want to look like a brand, you have to invest and look like a real brand, and the only way you can do that is by having a premium theme that looks professional and doesn't look like a dropshipping store. And like I said, I'm actually going to show you an example right now of a store and how it should be laid out. So guys, you can see here, I've got the website loaded up, the example that I'm going to be giving you today, the real life example. So you can see here the logo is called Case Connect, so you can see that the logo matches the brand name again. Now you can actually make the logo with a picture of the product. So for example, I could have put like a keyboard logo instead of the CC. I could have done that. Now this is a student store, not my store. I'm just going to be using it as an example. You can see it's called Case Connect, and the domain name for this also is caseconnect.com. I've just got the preview up instead. Now, if you scroll down, you can see it looks really professional. It doesn't look like your dropshipping store. You can see here the theme we're using is the one that I mentioned. You can see how professional this looks, and it doesn't look like your typical dropshipping store. It looks very, very professional and very, very clean. And it looks very simple, guys. There's nothing crazy about it. It just looks clean, but just not drop shipping, and that's the thing we need. So you can see here, this is the product page. This is how the images load up on the product. Nice little animation. Then you can see this is how all the details look on the actual product page. Like I said, guys, it just doesn't look like a drop shipping store. It really doesn't. You can see here, this is how it all looks. And that's pretty much it, guys. There's not much to it. I'm just going to show you the live example just so you kind of understand of how the whole thing works. Let's scroll down and let's hide this bar. So you can just see here, this is how the whole product page looks, and this is literally how the website looks. So there's not much to it, guys. You can see it's clean, it's simple, it looks trustworthy. It doesn't look like your typical dropshipping store where everything looks really horrible and not well laid out. So that's literally how you want to make your store look and how you want to kind of brand it. Now let's go back into the presentation and finish off the video with other few little key things to mention. So the next few things that you want to do is you want to create a Facebook business page with the brand name and use the brand logo as the profile picture and use a brand professional cover photo. And I'm going to jump right into Facebook and show you Case Connect's Facebook page so you guys can have a look to see how that's laid out. So you guys can see we're on Case Connect, the Facebook business page, and you can see how professional this looks. We've got the logo, looks nice, clean and clear. And you can see there's a photo of the product, while something similar to the product, which is an iPhone. And you can see I've just added the logo on the bottom right here, or should I say the students added the logo on the bottom right here. So you can see straight away, looking at this, it looks professional and it looks like the person that owns the product and manufactured the product. Now what you're going to want to do is you're also going to want to create an Instagram page, and you're also going to want to make the Instagram business page link up to the Facebook business page, and also make that look like the branded store by using the same logo you made, and add that as a profile. Now next thing is you're going to want to use ePerlo for fulfilling orders and basically ordering the product for the customers. Now, why am I saying use ePerlo instead of Aberlo and all the other suppliers? Is because ePerlo has 5 to 8 day shipping for the US and the UK. Now, the majority of my customers come from the US and the UK, so that's why I like them. Now, outside of the US and the UK, they do 15 to 20 day shipping, which is also really, really good. Now, the reason why you want to really focus on ePerlo is because at the end of the day, if you're trying to look like a branded one product store and you want to be perceived as a branded product store, it's not just when people buy the product and get to the buy-in state of the stage or the process. It's also about the aftercare. Now the aftercare includes how fast the customers get in their products, how well is your emails, are they getting sent emails about tracking, is it all automated, is it all going through the pipeline. Now if it takes 20 to 40 days for them to receive their product, then the problem we've got here is you're going to look like a dropshipping store again, because they're thinking, why is it taking 20 to 40 days to order a product? Now, if you're a brand and you're going to be trying to be perceived as a brand, your product should get to the customer within a week, maximum 2 weeks. So that's why I'm saying use Aperlo. If you haven't already watched the video about Aperlo, I'll leave that in the cards so you guys can understand how to use that effectively and also how to set it up. Now, what you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to make 2 to 4 ad creatives with a different ad video. Now what I mean by ad creative, just to explain, like I said, you want to make 2 to 4 different ad creatives. Now an ad creative just basically means ad video, ad copy, thumbnail, and then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to use a PBE to test to see which creative is the best. Then you can go straight into a website conversion campaign. But guys, please listen to me. It's very, very important that you test different creatives before you jump into a website purchase conversion campaign. The reason being is because a lot of people will test products, especially products that are upcoming and new and not saturated, and they'll be like, you know what, it doesn't work. And the reason why is because they used the one creative they just made and they thought, okay, that's because it didn't work. Now the reason why it didn't probably work is because your creatives was bad, which means your ad video was bad, your ad copy was bad, your thumbnail was bad. And that's the main reason why most people fail with Facebook ads. So what I'm saying, guys, is especially when you're trying to build a one product store and you're building with a unsaturated product, the key is to make sure you make enough ad creatives so you can really identify which one is working best. So please follow that step. Now the next thing you're going to want to do, and I've given you an example here, please watermark your ad video the way it is shown in this video. Now you can either use it the way it's shown in this video, so you can see here, I don't know if you guys can see it in the video, but it's got the domain name, the URL over the video. So when you play the video, it's got that www. the website name, very faint, you can just about see it. But if anybody ever tries to get your video and copy it or take it like for like, they can't, because the watermark's right bang in the middle. It's impossible to edit this video and try and get it out there. It's impossible to try and get the watermark from the video and get rid of it. So that's what you're doing. You're stopping people from stealing your videos and copying them like for like. Now you can either use the domain name across the picture like this, or you can put your logo across either one, either your URL like this or put the logo across, but make sure you faint it out so it's not too bold in your face like the one in the picture shows you. Then you're probably thinking, Cam, what Facebook ads should I use to do it? Watch this video here, $0 to $1,000 in 2019 strategy. I'll leave that in the cards. The cards will pop up any second now, and it'll be this video suggested to you. Watch this video to test the product, and that is literally how you do one branded product stores for now. And like I said, I will start talking about how to actually put your logos on the products eventually. Now, you don't want to start putting logos on your products till you're actually scaling, until you can see a successful, consistent rate of high orders. And like I said, guys, that video will be coming very, very soon. If you appreciate the video, make sure you smash the like button, and I'll catch you on the next one.